See Here's the Thing is brought to you by Grisey Audiovisual, All in Act Theater, and our Patreon sponsors Megan and Judy. Welcome back, listeners. Episode 53 is just a treasure trove of good news. We got our first taste of Wonder Woman reviews, and they're highly favorable to the new DC film. There's going to be a Dark Crystal prequel series on Netflix, and Little Mermaid is coming to ABC live. Plus, we'll talk about the new Big Bang spin-off show and the new trailer for Star Trek Discovery. All this and more on episode 53 featuring special guest Michael Haas, which is queuing up right about now. Welcome back, listeners. It's been a long week, and it's good to see you. This is another episode of See Here's the Thing. It's episode 53, and I'm joined by my salacious co-host.
Oh, my goodness.
Patrick.
Oh, I'm so happy you think about this beforehand.
No, I try to do it right on the spot
I could barely tell.
With how I'm feeling that day about you.
So let's start this again. You're very happy to see our listeners.
I wanted to try a different sort of introduction today.
Okay, all right. How'd that feel?
It felt really good. I wanted to welcome them back.
Do you want a second opinion?
Kind of like Norm and Cheers. I wanted to create that sort of vibe.
Okay, all right. I'll go with that.
Without actually saying, hey, Norm, because that would be weird. Because
what if nobody named Norm is listening?
Or what if one person?
Or what if only our listeners are Norm?
We only have norms. It's the norm.
Norm podcast.
For Norm. Anyway, hi, Patrick.
Hi, how are you?
How was your week?
It was, let me think, long.
Isn't every week long?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And we're at the end of it, which I'm happy about.
Thank God it's Friday.
TG,
if. If only. If only. We are joined in studio today.
We haven't had an in-studio guest since our anniversary show.
Since we wore pants.
Oh, boy.
So we are very happy today to welcome...
Kate's very happy.
I'm so happy it's Friday.
Wearing pants.
You can't understand how happy I am it's Friday today. Or perhaps Monday when you're listening to this.
That's right.
Or Tuesday.
Oh, it sucks. It's Monday. Oh, now I'm depressed.
Oh, crap. Let's go back. Anyway. We have Mr. Michael Haas in studio today. Yay. Welcome to the show, Michael.
I'm pretty excited.
We're very happy to have you here. If you recall, listeners, Michael was supposed to join us a few weeks ago, but he was under the weather.
Yeah.
Are you feeling better?
I'm over the weather now. Yeah.
You're over the weather.
Don't be over it. It's beautiful, finally.
Well, no, I mean, I guess it's a great thought. If you're under the weather when you're sick, shouldn't you be over the weather when you're not sick?
Shouldn't you?
Or should you be in the middle of the weather?
Mid-weather?
Mid-weather.
Mid-weather?
Mid-weather.
I think it's like moose and meese.
Moose and meese?
Yeah.
Goose and geese?
Yeah.
No, I'm confused.
Mises. How did we get onto this?
I don't know.
But topic. Michael, tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Michael Haas.
And there we have it.
All right. And that's been another episode.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, tell us about yourself.
I'm 25 years old. I'm an actor. I was running for city council, which is...
in Erie?
Yeah, in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Hang on one second. Somebody just...
What's that?
Oh, it was probably a package.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have another guest in the studio.
Yeah.
Listeners, we just heard our back door open. And
some gentleman walked away.
Some gentleman walked away, and I think it's just UPS.
Oh, well, you don't have to spell it. We're all adults.
It's the United Postal Service.
Thank you.
Oh,
sorry.
boy.
Sorry, apologize. Okay.
No, don't apologize. That was exciting.
That was a little exciting.
This is a rando episode
Anything
already.
could happen.
Come on in.
Just be on edge.
Usually
we'll
does.
get our fourth mic out.
I've got a package for you.
There's no spit guard, though, so please be careful.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So we were talking about you, Michael. Sorry, you're an actor.
I'm an
and
actor.
you were running for City Council of Erie.
Yes.
How did that go?
It did not go well.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just kidding. It went great. It went great. Didn't win, but it went great.
Yeah.
I got to meet a lot of cool people and talk to a lot of cool people. There's just so much paperwork and, like, bureaucracy. Like, you had to go, there was a special, like, meeting of all of the candidates, and you had to select your ballot position, and it was ping pong balls, and it was all very ceremonial. But I was like, what is happening right now? Like,
did they wear like special hats and
was there a groundhog?
Yes, there were several groundhogs.
We are in
They ran against
you.
you.
No, it was just like groundhogs running around the building.
Which is
and
worse when you lose to a groundhog.
Was it run by groundhogs?
Well, no, the thing was you had to catch the groundhogs, and that's what determined
And whatever
your place on
number
the
you
ballot.
caught.
They must have been speedy groundhogs.
Yeah, oh, they were quick.
So then,
Yeah.
how about like the whole like spending money thing?
Oh boy, the spending money thing. Well, first, the problem is you have to have money in order to spend it.
No, get out.
Oh yeah, no, that's a thing I learned. And the other thing I learned is it's super hard to get money for something that people can't like grab onto. Like running for office is like an idea, like a very vague idea. And to get people to give you money for that is like, that's hard. That's real difficult.
So what do I get out of this again?
Oh,
my thanks.
The chance that you may be able to do something nice for me maybe in the future? Oh, okay, cool.
Kind of like our Patreon page,
Go on, Kate.
which you too can support, listener, for $1 a
So
month.
what Kate is saying is it's very difficult to grasp onto that because it's such an abstract object.
We have 2, possibly 3 Patreon supporters. Let's not understate how appreciative we are. Number one,
you're
of
right.
those.
You're right.
When my mom, like I said, when my mom figures out the internet, she will become the third.
Hang on. Let's pause. Let's put a pin in this one for a second because I've got a little bit of a problem.
Uh-oh.
I got a little bit of a problem.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So Miss Judy Miss Judy listens or says she's going to keep listening to the podcast, and she never does.
No.
She can never figure it out.
No, but she wants to support
She
it.
wants to support the podcast. So last week, 2 weeks ago, Miss Kate and I were involved in a podcast trivia competition.
Oh, yeah.
And
Trivia game.
Trivia
Trivia-
Geeks. It was
Trivia
Geeks.
show.
Yeah. And so they asked us a bunch of random questions. I did not know these questions were going to be used. Had no idea that my answers were going to be broadcast. One of the questions was, what is one word to describe your future mother-in-law? Mm-hmm. And I jokingly said, wiry.
To which they posed the question to me.
Yeah, on air, they pose a question. I'm going, no. Oh, I didn't know this was going to be like a thing.
And here I am going, oh, Patrick probably said my mother was wonderful
Right.
or generous
No.
or giving.
Patrick said she was wiry. Then I had to explain, well, it's actually from a movie called Necessary Roughness, which I couldn't think of the movie at the time. And so we kind of laughed about it. Ha, 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 ha. Guess what?
What?
Judy listened to a podcast.
Oh, she...
Guess
not
which
even,
one did she listen to?
Not even that. She watched a YouTube video.
I don't believe you.
So next thing I know, my phone's buzzing with, I'm wiry?
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez, I didn't know. You're wonderful.
My mother forgets her password every week.
Doghouse. I'm in the doghouse.
You're in the doghouse. No, I mean you explained it,
that
but
was a password.
this is the level
Ooh, I
of
like that.
technology we're dealing with. She forgets what her passwords are. Sometimes she turns on do not disturb mode and can't figure out why she's getting no texts or calls.
Yeah, my daughters do that.
She's
Daughter.
She needs a manual. She
A
needs
man.
a iPhone for dummies.
A manual
She needs a man.
named UL. Anyway,
Manuel.
So my mother-in-law listened to a podcast and now
Almost mother-in-law. Let's not put the cart in front of the horse. We have 5 months to go, sir.
Oh boy.
Well, that ends our
assume.
episode.
Just got even more sad.
No, we haven't even gotten
No,
started yet, but we're going to get started today by highlighting a few things.
No, we are not. You know what?
Listen, there is an
No,
order here.
there is
sir.
an order here.
I said good day.
We're doing it live.
No, we're not, because we are live, sort of, right now,
we're
but you're
not.
telling me
This is-
no.
The whole
I feel
10,
like I should go get the UPS guy. Bring him back here. Like
the first.
Kate and Patrick are fighting.
I need an adult.
Michael and Manuel the UPS guy. I'm just going to give him a name. We're doing
Manuel,
the show.
I like that. Yeah.
We will get to your game.
Not my game.
It's your game.
It's a thing.
I'm giving you credit.
Okay.
Is what I'm doing.
All right.
Okay. Do you want me to brand your game Patrick's Word of the Day?
I like how using your hands just gesticulate.
Well, that's what hands are used for. Would I use my feet to gesticulate?
I wish you would.
I'm doing it right now. You can't see.
I can.
Anyway, we had some awesome interactions this week on social media. First of all, as I've mentioned before, we're a part of a campaign called 2 Pods a Day, in which a lovely fellow, Josh from Our Americana podcast, has sponsored this campaign to feature 2 independent podcasts per day. And he writes a nice little write-up, and there's a community of us that kind of have submitted these reviews and share all the posts that he shares. So this week, I had the pleasure of listening to BoobTube Buddies, BoobTube buddies, and they gave a lovely Guardians of the Galaxy 2 review.
Excellent. And how? What did they like it?
They did, and what I really liked about their show was they do this really neat segment called "Summing It Up in a Tweet."
Oh,
And
so 120 characters.
They must sum up the movie in roundabouts.
Sure.
And they rhymed. They rhymed with their little tweet.
Well.
It was like a haiku almost.
Well,
I love
Haiku for you.
do you?
Oh, I love haiku.
Understated genre of poetry.
Oh, yeah. It's so beautiful.
I would come up with one on the spot, but I'm just not good. I can't do it. Never mind.
Sorry. Well, what is it, like 575?
575
Syllables, or is it words?
syllables.
Maybe we'll come up with some haikus later. What do you
God
think?
bless
What
you.
do you say? God bless you. Well, anyway, to springboard off that,
Oh, good.
Adam Foxman from BoobTube Buddies, he's a boober tuber.
I don't think he appreciates
No,
that.
I'm sure he's been called that
we
before.
call
A boober tuber,
Okay.
a buddy, perhaps. He got onto our iTunes review and gave us a really lovely review, which I'm going to read right now.
Okay. It's reading reviews time with Miss Kate.
This podcast is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy TV, movies, and all things pop culture related. Kate and Patrick are witty, and the pacing is very quick on the show. It flies by, and I'm officially hooked.
Well,
Isn't that great?
that's great.
Oh, there's a happy face, too. I should put that,
You should.
because that's what he wrote.
Well, thank you very much.
Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
That was awesome.
You said Adam Fox. I was a little nervous.
Adam Foxman.
Yeah, okay.
We actually know an Adam Fox.
That's what I'm saying.
Was
Wonderful
not Adam
kid.
Fox. Adam
Wonderful
Fox
kid.
man. Not a boy. Adam Fox man.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you. Plus, today on Twitter, Techo Bully, John Bukinas on Twitter, said, TGIF to my favorite podcasts. Thanks for the entertainment. And he tagged us amongst 4 other podcasts.
Wow.
And I was delighted.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This kind of stuff
So wait
just
a minute.
makes my day.
So there are people listening to this that aren't in Nigeria and Canada?
Or Somalia.
Oh, my goodness.
Or Ghana.
Who knew?
But France.
But France.
But France. But France.
Wow. That's fantastic. How nice that people are saying those things.
We had, like, I think this past week, there were 5 to 10, I think it was plays or downloads from France.
so let me-
Vive la France. One of our other reviews on iTunes mentioned that they loved your color commentary.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm going to save that one for next week.
Well, whoever that was, thank you.
Thank you. We do appreciate the shout outs on social media. I just want to throw a quick shout out to one of our favorite people, Ollie Keene.
Hey, Ollie.
Ollie Keene is just he's a podcaster, but he's on hiatus.
He's a lovely Brit.
He's a lovely Brit, and he got at me. I love that phrase. He got at me on Twitter this week, listening to the show.
5 months.
And what's that?
All we have is 5 months, and you've got guys coming at you.
He's coming at me. And then one more thing to mention before next week is that next week we're going to have the Varmints team on.
Oh, I'm so excited.
From Blazing Caribou, who, can I just say that Blazing Caribou basically does the work of a patron for us without having to supply money. They're awesome.
Yes, adore every single person involved.
They share our stuff. They like our stuff. They put our ad on their podcast.
They comment.
They're awesome.
They comment.
They're a
which is
great
awesome.
podcast network. Great shows. Broke Bot Mountain, Varmints, Trivia Geeks, etc., etc., etc. Sketching comedy. Just a great network in general.
Woo.
So before we jump into our newest clips of the week, it's time for Patrick's Word of the Day.
Now, are you going to put theme music to this that I can have every single week?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do, 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 do.
Girl from Iwo Jima?
Yes. That ended
I
tragically.
said that wrong. All right. So no, that's not. No.
You wanted music?
I want real music, like original composition by you.
Fine, be picky.
Yeah.
I'm
All
not
right.
going to. Oh, yeah. Original composition by me means going into GarageBand, getting loops that have been pre-recorded, and I arrange it. I'm going to arrange you a theme. How about that?
I like how you're using your arms and hands so much. You are angry today,
I'm not
It's
angry.
aggressive.
I'm glad this week is over.
and you're aggressive about it.
Yeah?
All right. So Michael says that he is a listener, so I will explain to our listeners.
So there's
as
a
well as
quiz.
you.
There's a quiz.
So who is she? Me neither.
That's Manuel.
So we do what's called the word of the podcast, and the object of the word of the podcast is to sneak the word in any way possible. And yeah, Miss Kate is over there shaking her head because she never gets it until the last minute, and then she like accents it.
But soon I'll be Mrs. Kate.
5 months. Don't rush it. So, the word of the podcast, in any form of the word, is acceptable. The word of the podcast will be fool. Fool, foolish.
Oh, fool.
Yes, thank you for repeating it.
I thought you said full.
No, that would be the Jamestown version.
No, it's not. That's the Pennsylvania version. Full.
Full.
Fat.
Not fool.
Fat.
What is that? That's Californians.
Doing Jamestown.
No, that's not Jamestown.
What
What are you doing?
Fool.
You want some Chardonnay?
Foolish. Fulfilled.
Foolhardy.
Foolhardy. Fullness.
You are saying the word weird.
Full.
Fool. F-O-O-L. Fool.
Look full.
Full is F-U-L-L.
Yeah, I have to agree with her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Where's the UPS man?
Manuel is nodding his head too.
He's in the window. Manuel, get the hell out of here.
He left a note on the package that says he agrees with me.
He's a liar.
Great.
Anyway, I'm picking a new word. The new
No,
word.
you're not. We're doing fool.
Oh,
I almost did it.
There it is.
I'm in the presence of you, and I'm doing what you say.
Fool.
Fool.
The fool on the hill.
Foolish.
Foolish.
Not foolish.
Now I'm going to have to
Foolish.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Full. So the word of the podcast is F-O-O-L.
Anybody, if this is your first episode, we do speak better.
More better?
Talk pretty.
More better?
We speak more gooder than, which is a podcast I listened to this week.
More gooder?
More gooder than. That's the name of a podcast. Well. It's delightful. Anyway.
So, get it in.
Get it in.
Often.
That sounded dirty.
Yeah.
You do say that phrase a lot. People have pointed out.
I say what?
You say, slipped it in, get it in. One of those things.
Who says this? Who says these
I
things?
have been told by listeners that you use the phrase get it in or slipped in a lot.
I want to get it in, slipped in count. That's what I want.
on our best of episode.
I want every time I say it, I want to hear a ding.
Oh my God, we have 1,000 dings.
That's not true.
That is true.
Not true.
Well, now that we have the word of the day,
Michael, I apologize.
Properly
Usually
installed.
it's much better than this.
Properly
I do.
installed in place. Let's get on to some news clips.
Okay.
First off, I'm very happy to report that the first reviews of Wonder Woman have come in, and they're incredibly favorable.
That's good because they messed up other things.
We're not going to talk about negative things. We're going to talk about positive things.
What things did they mess up?
Don't you put me down that rabbit hole. No.
Superman v. Batman.
We've been aware that the DC Comics universe in the movie theaters has not been the best. You know, it's been
struggling.
highly outranked by Marvel. And so there was a lot riding on this film, which has not been fully released yet. It's only been released to some of the critics in the premieres. It's coming out June 2nd. But what people have been saying on Twitter is highly impressive.
Well,
people are saying it's their favorite of the recent DC movies. It's fierce, funny, and well written. Other people have said that Gal Gadot is a super standout. Her chemistry with Chris Pine is magnetic. They said that the film has a lot of heart, but yet it is still funny. And people are saying it's the best DC film since The Dark Knight.
Interesting. Now, hang on. Let's get a little background here.
Sure.
Michael, what do you know about Wonder Woman?
I know she's a woman, and I know she's full of wonder.
Okay. Do you know, and have you ever...
Don't you try. I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to do it. It's not, just to clarify, judges, we don't have a judge. No, it's not full. It's fool.
Of wonder?
Is there an A at the end of it?
Fool.
Okay.
Foola.
I didn't know there was an A at the end of it. My bad. So, no, are you familiar with the Wonder Woman at all? Any of the old series? Any of the old movies?
No, not really.
Are you familiar with the character? Do you know the weapon she has or the
never heard of
type
her.
of airline she flies?
No. It's invisible, isn't it?
There, you know.
Yes.
See?
All right.
I
know something.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see that invisible jet. I think that'll be in the movie.
I don't know. I know that the whip is.
Oh, the magic lasso is.
Yeah, they said that it's pretty badass. The lasso.
Badass.
Okay. Yes, they said it's pretty cool. And so we still have a few weeks to go before it's released, but this is promising.
Does she have like spurs or something?
Magical spurs?
Don't know if she's got spurs.
No, she's got gauntlets.
Oh yeah, that's
the magical gauntlets.
Although spurs would be awesome, I have to say.
Right?
Spurs would be awesome.
Magical spurs.
Every time she walks in the mirror, she's like, chink, chink,
Hey,
chink,
hey,
chink.
be careful.
You are wrong in so many ways.
But right in other ways.
Anyway, that is very exciting. I think Wonder Woman movie looks fantastic. I love Christopher Pine.
I do too.
Hey, how about me using a name?
I'm really proud of you. What else has Chris Pine been in?
He was in Star Trek.
Very good.
And he looks a lot like two other gentlemen.
Oh, yes. Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
You're following along with what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
You have no idea.
So-
Stop it.
So, no, he's very witty. I'm very excited for this. Mike, what do you think?
This is just a long mirroring exercise. I'm pretty sure is all this is. I'm just like watching this unfold.
We've pulled you in for an acting intervention.
No,
We need help.
I'm okay with that.
Along with that, I was going to say this for quick clips, but I feel like it just kind of goes along right with this news clip. Justice League apparently has been remade twice during reshoots. So that's not... Let's just say it's not the worst thing in the world. We heard that there was going to be some reshoots for Rogue One.
And it was wonderful.
And it was wonderful.
Same with the Star Wars 7. They had reshoots.
Exactly. So
And 8.
If this helps
9.
make... If this improves the DC universe in the cinema, then I'm all for it.
I think Mummy did too. I think they redid some scenes in Mummy too, if I read that correctly. So that's not a big deal.
I want to thank you for helping me springboard into my next featured clip.
I knew I was here for a reason.
I know you were.
Go.
Actually, I took this one off. I'm going to put it back because they released a trailer for The Mummy this week. It's not even a trailer. It's like a behind the scenes, which is becoming more commonplace rather than just trailers because I think the studios are getting... I think they're realizing that the trailers give away too much sometimes, and they lead to higher expectations of the film. And so with Infinity War and now with The Mummy, they've kind of given a behind-the-scenes look. And so we finally saw in this first look at The Mummy a glimpse of Russell Crowe as Dr. Henry Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
This is the story of Mr. Heckle and Dr. Jive.
This is the story of Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive.
Anyway, no, that's. Are you familiar with The Mummy?
Yeah. No, I watched that video.
Oh, you watched the trailer?
Yeah.
What I'm going to say about that, I really feel that these companies are changing with the times. You know, years ago, you released a trailer. The only time you saw a trailer was in the movie before your feature.
Yeah.
Or on television if it happened to be on. And with the dawn of the internet, which is new, with the dawn of the internet, the people aren't waiting and people are able to go out and find things. So I think these companies are smart to release these pre-trailers that give you a special glimpse into the movie because they know that people are going to go nuts and find them.
And they kind of explained how they're approaching this new monster universe, this new reboot, because they're going to do all the other monsters as well eventually. And it seems like they tried to root the monsters in science to give it kind of this credibility to believe that all these monsters exist, you know. And it seems like Russell Crowe's character is going to kind of center in all of that, even though The Mummy is really kind of about Tom Cruise and Sophia Boutella. And really didn't realize how big of a deal Russell Crowe was going to be in the film until I saw this first look.
Now, we had played it a couple maybe a month ago. They had released the sound of the trailer with Tom Cruise doing all the grunts. And did you see that one?
Yes, I did see that one.
Wonderful,
So good.
wonderful. Michael, what do you have to add for The Mummy? What do you think? What are you most looking forward to?
I love Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
yeah.
What's your favorite Russell Crowe film?
I don't have one.
They're just all good?
No.
Was it when he
Gladiator?
It's the
I'm
one
sure
with
he
the
was.
Spurs.
Oh, the magic
You know?
spurs. Yes.
Yeah,
When
had
he
the
walks and
Spurs.
goes-
Patrick,
And he went,
you remember
clink,
that one.
Clink, clink.
What was the name of that film when Russell Crowe wore the magic spurs?
The Magic Spurs. I believe that was the movie where he played opposite of Salma Hayek.
Okay.
yes.
And
Yeah.
and it was called Get Your
Full
Damn
Stream.
Full Stream. Yes, it was called Full Stream.
Okay.
The other title was Get Your Damn Hands Off My Pants.
I think I don't mean to correct you.
No.
I think it was full stream, and the subtitle was "Get your damn hands off my pants."
That's what I just said.
That sounds familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I mean, it's been such a long time. What was the plot?
Well, the plot was that Russell Crowe and whoever I said,
Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek, they're married.
Hyman Selleck,
Hyman who?
Tom Selleck's wife.
Manuel, get in on this conversation.
They're married.
He's so quiet.
They're married, and they own a bar where there's a bunch of robots that rule, and they die, and they have to be changed every day. It's a whole thing. I don't want to ruin it. But they do sing a real hit, wonderful song. Kate, what was that song?
Oh, I think it's the moment that he actually gets the spurs.
Oh, okay.
And it's called "This Is My Oil Change."
No, and Michael, how's that go?
This is my oil change. I get my oil changed. And it was really touching, really touching.
Yeah.
I cried.
I think that's when he rode a mechanical horse in town.
Oh, yeah.
And he had the spurs on.
Which hurt the mechanical
to
horse.
prod the mechanical horse.
Because you need to do that.
They're digital spurs.
I heard that it was the same horse from War Horse.
Oh,
So
no.
it was actually people inside the
Yeah,
horse.
yeah.
So he actually prodded the people with the
Yeah.
magical spurs, which hurt.
Yeah. There was
a
injuries.
lawsuit.
There were many injuries.
I would love to hear the audio from that.
The lawsuit?
Ow! Ow! It's the people in the suit getting spurred.
It's very specific. Ow. That doesn't sound too painful. More like
They're trying to keep it down. They're trying to be...
more like you just pinched your arm or something. Ow! Like, it's not too bad.
All right.
What was the name of that again?
Shit.
Check the tape. Manuel, what do you think?
Oh, he's shaking his head. He's shaking his head. He's very disappointed at this point.
No.
As
No.
he should be.
No.
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 No me gusta.
No me gusta.
Well, anyway, there was a lot of TV clips this week as opposed to our normal fare of movie clips. ABC announced that they are going to do a live presentation of The Little Mermaid.
Wait. Okay, thank you.
Now, we have a lot of bait and switches on the show where we hear one thing and we assume it's one thing and it's another. This is actually going to feature, I think, parts of the film intertwined with live musical performances. It's not the full show. It's not the Broadway show. And so it's going to be a hybrid of the movie. And are you tired already?
Disappointing.
I'm kind of over the whole live thing.
I want someone to put on War Horse. Like, call me when that's the show that people are doing live on TV.
What was the Selma Hayek film again?
Full streams.
Get your damn hands off my pants. Live on ABC.
Well,
Oh, that poor horse.
anyway.
No, I'm really kind of over the live stuff on TV. I'm just, you know, what really cracks me up is to listen to people go, "Can you believe they performed that live without stopping?"
Well, then you're going to hate this next
Can you
thing.
believe that? When I want to say, we do it all the time on
All the
stage.
We do. So this is right off the heels of the Hollywood Bowl putting on the Little Mermaid concert last summer with people like Rebel Wilson as Ursula, Sarah Bareilles as Ariel, Darren Criss as Eric, Titus Burgess as Sebastian, and John Stamos as Chef Louis. So this is, like I said, it's going to combine the film with some performances, but at the end of the article that I got this from, it says this comes on the heels of Fox announcing live productions of Rent and A Christmas Story.
How are they going to do Rent?
We're not gonna pay.
This just
Also,
gets me angry now.
I know.
Yes.
You're
I'm
not
just
going to
upset.
like this, then NBC is going to tackle Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, I do love me some Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with
yeah,
that?
no, I'm
Aren't
happy
you
about
afraid they're
that.
going to ruin it?
You know what? I grew up in the 70s watching the 1973 version of Superstar every year at Easter on the black and white television because I was the only one in my family that wanted to watch it. So I'm okay with that one. And I'm not a big fan of Lloyd Webber. If you're listening,
We
Andrew,
know.
I'm very sorry. The
sure
early
he's
stuff I
listening.
love. Oh, I'm sure he is. I love the early stuff, Joseph, Superstar, but then after that, I'm not a big fan. So I'm okay with that. That can be live to TV. I'm okay with that one.
You know, I did the soundtrack to Fool's Dream though that he created was masterful.
Okay, since you went down that hole, tell me, what other songs are on that there?
Well,
Michael?
you know, there's the famous overture, as you know.
Oh, no. Please remind me because I've forgotten.
Well, it starts off with Andrew just singing a melodic...
I'm sorry, Andrew sings?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard him sing?
He sings the entire
Not pretty.
soundtrack a cappella.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
kind of like, he did it like Bobby McFerrin.
I was
where
just going to ask. It was like a Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy kind of thing.
He recorded several of his own voice and then put them all on top of one another. That's how it was actually produced.
I am going to spend the rest of the podcast researching this. I'm going to look this up.
What, Fool's Dream?
Yep, go on.
Get
Go
your
on.
damn hands off my pants.
The Spurs, the golden Spurs, the silver Spurs, the digital Spurs.
All right, so getting back to this, Rent. How?
It was just announced this week, along with Little Mermaid. It seemed like everybody wanted to announce their new musicals this week.
No.
A Christmas Story, though, I'm anxious to see if that's going to be the musical version or just like a screenplay of the movie.
I feel like we've done that one before.
And I feel like if it's like a remake of the movie, I'm not on board with this. I'd be happier if it was the musical live rather than the movie remade.
There
Does
are
that make sense?
so many versions of Scrooge, though.
Not Scrooge, A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. Oh, fudge. Ralphie.
Oh,
Eat your meatloaf.
that's okay.
There are children starving. Randy. I
I wonder how long this will go.
don't want meatloaf, beatloaf. I hate meatloaf.
I like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. The
Sorry,
Wonder
I'm sorry.
Kid.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fudge. Only I didn't say fudge.
All right, I got it. Now, will they use the house that we went to?
Fragile.
All right.
Oh, speaking of that.
Wait, no. Finish one. Well, let's finish one thought.
I'm sorry, you got me excited. Can we pin that one in the
We'll
wall?
pin that
Okay.
one. Are they going to use the house?
I don't know. I just heard the story, Patrick. But speaking of the house,
Okay, I guess we're done with that.
I have story ADD this week. You have to forgive me. They are going to start letting people stay overnight in the house.
I did read that.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the A Christmas Story house in Ohio, in Cleveland.
Yes. And this
For
is
like $400 a night.
is that
Yeah,
that's
something
not
like
terrible.
that.
I would have expected like 1,000
Yeah,
because it's a movie set.
$400. It's not kind of a movie
Kind
set.
of. They shot.
The outdoor stuff.
Yeah. And then now they've turned it into a museum, and now it's an inn of sorts.
Yeah. Have you been there, Michael?
No, I have not.
It's actually kind of neat to see it.
It is cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it like a bed and breakfast now? Like, do you get
Who
breakfast?
knows? I think it'd be meatloaf
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
I'd be okay with that.
and soap. Soap in the morning.
Yeah. Soap.
yeah.
Eat soap in the morning.
It was soap poisoning. What a great movie. Let's put it on TV and make it live because that's what we should do now.
And make it run every hour on the hour every
yeah,
day.
TBS.
I think it should be live every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make them do it over
Make
and
it
over
do it over and over
again.
and over. Yep, I agree. I love
One of
that
my
idea.
favorite things on Christmas Day is to just tune in every now and then and see what part it's on and be like, oh yeah, I love this part. And there's so many parts in that movie I have a fond admiration for.
Yeah, it's always just running in the background.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep. I have a lot of friends that have said I've never seen the movie full through from beginning
Because
to
of
end.
the fact it plays, yeah.
Whenever it comes on, we watch a little bit of it and then turn it off.
Yeah. Well, gents, let's take a break.
But we're not done with TV, are we?
We're going to come back. Don't
there's
you
a lot.
worry.
There's a lot.
Don't you
very
worry.
worried.
Patrick's got a fondness for one of these news
do.
clips this
I do,
week,
I do.
and we are not going to overlook it.
All right.
When we come back, we're going to talk about a Dark Crystal prequel that's coming to the airwaves. Patrick is so excited for that.
The Dark Crystal.
We're also going to take a look into a Big Bang spinoff featuring the young childhood of Sheldon. And we're going to look at Discovery's first trailer, the new Star Trek reboot. So sit tight, tell your local UPS guy to come on in for a drink. We'll be right back.
Hey, Kate.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, guess who's here?
Who's here?
David Mitchell.
Wait, isn't that guy from Allen Act?
No, all in act. He's here to tell us about his schedule.
His schedule, like what he does every day?
We want to know his BMs.
Oh, I have two. And I mean number two.
Dave's here to talk about his upcoming schedule for All in Act.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Tell us all about your spring schedule for All in Act Theater.
Our spring schedule has some really great stuff coming up. First of all, we are opening in April 28th to May with Ken Ludwig's fantastic, hilarious farce, Lend Me a Tenor, followed by our student production in June of William Shakespeare's classic Romeo and Juliet.
I hear that's a comedy.
Oh, well, I'm sure it has funny moments.
What else are you guys doing?
Oh, well, we're following that up in September, October with Sleuth, followed by The Crucible by Arthur Miller, and we're ending the year with Ray Cooney's hilarious farce, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
If anybody wanted to go find out more information about All in Act or the upcoming productions, where might they go?
Oh, you might go to www.allanact.net. Not Allen's Act, Allanact, ALLANACT.net. All in Act Theater is located at 652 West 17th Street in Erie, Pennsylvania. $1 of every admission is donated to Community Shelter Services and helps Erie's homeless. We are located at 652 West 17th Street, Erie, PA. You can also get us at allanact.net. To date, we have raised over $39,000 for Erie's homeless.
That's fantastic.
You can also find All in Act on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And they are also proud sponsors of See Here's the Thing.
Erie's best entertainment value. Theater lives here. And we are back, and my headset has been improved during the break.
Thanks to Emmanuel.
Thanks to Manuel.
Manuel.
His full name is Emmanuel.
No, sorry. He said
Manny.
It's okay. He said it's okay.
Our UPS guy delivered what is now currently hanging on my headset. It is a tiny baby Groot, which is the name of the toy is called a scaler, and it just connects onto your headset, and I couldn't be happier because now baby Groot is on my headset.
Amazon loves us.
Oh my God, I live for Amazon. I find reasons just to order random stuff for Amazon. In fact, right now in my shopping cart is just a packet of pens because I'm waiting for another thing to order so I can justify. I don't like to order. That's not true. I like to order one thing at a time.
You do? The boxes in the back of the house would prove it.
And why not when you have Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime must be one of the greatest inventions of our lifetime.
It is.
It's very rare nowadays that you actually find a product that you go, it was totally worth the investment. That was totally worth the investment.
Yeah, of nothing.
My mom pays for it.
Thanks, Judy.
That's her way to sponsor this show, is by letting us have her Amazon Prime count for
Heck
free.
yes.
That's pretty great.
Well, because you get the family thing.
Yeah. No,
So
that's a good gig.
And then Patrick gets the family thing. Although we have 5 months to go.
Thanks for pointing that out again.
So let's get back into these clips with one that I know Patrick is just spilling over with enthusiasm about. And we learned this week that The Dark Crystal is going to get a prequel TV show.
A TV show.
A TV
Not a movie.
show.
Dark Crystal was a Jim Henson creation. I wish I had the year, like 78, something like that.
Oh, gosh, really?
Yeah, it was
1982.
Was it 82?
82. I was still
that
not born
good?
yet, though. Nor was Michael. But you were.
Sit
Tell
back,
us about it.
Sit back,
What was
kids.
it like?
Let me tell you a story. From the
Are-
old days.
Are you from Ireland?
No, that would be the Irish lilt. I'm not doing the Irish lilt.
The no was a little Shrekish.
No.
You can't replicate it now. No.
Anyway, so it was the 82. Jim Henson created this movie called The Dark Crystal. It flopped. It was horrible, but then became like a cult hit. And a lot of people kind of really enjoyed it. Now, as a good boyfriend, I forced Miss Kate to sit down and watch it with me.
I think the term is fiancé.
Not-
Although back
not
then you were a boyfriend.
Not then.
And then that's how I fell in love with you.
Thank you.
Watching Dark Crystal.
No.
I will
What did you say? What did you think?
It's one of those films that you have to get beyond the fact that What? Why are you laughing?
No, because you're funny.
Well,
Keep going.
Whenever you start the way you liked or disliked a movie, well, the thing you have to...
Is that what you
That's
say?
not a great reaction to a movie.
She does a couple things all the time. See, here's the thing was born out of her saying, so.
I used to go, see, here's the thing. And there was a long pause between the see and the here.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's...
Can you take Baby Groot off? It's very distracting.
No, he's on my headset and I love him and I will call him Squishy.
So what did you No, you will not. What did you think of The Dark Crystal?
It's one of those films. See, here's the thing. That if you can get beyond the dated effects and... I mean, if you look at it now, the effects have come a long way. But that's what is part of the charm. Mm-hmm. in that the effects were bad, and they had to rely on the creation of physical puppetry.
Have you seen it, Michael?
And I miss that.
Michael has not seen it?
I wish that they would still stick with more of that. And we all have that one film that's just a little, what's the word? It's not corny. I'm not looking for corny because it's not a corny film, but
it's called hits. They're called hits.
You have to have grown up with it to love it.
I agree. And
kind
I
of
did.
like Home Alone.
Yeah.
Many people hate that film, but I love
included.
it.
Yeah.
I understand, and that's what I mean. You have to grow up with it. They were the More Gooder Than podcast was talking about a film with Alan Rickman this week, and I think it was called Quigley Down Under.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I know that movie.
That movie was playing the exact same time as a Home Alone.
Full stream.
As Full Stream. Get your damn hands off my pants.
Wait, Dan wasn't in it before. This is the explicit version?
No, it was. It was in it. I'm sorry. No.
Anyway.
No, it was playing the exact same time as, because I worked, the reason I dislike Home Alone, I think I've said this before, is I worked at the only movie theater that was allowed to play it in Erie. It was the West Erie Plaza, which is now a parking lot, but it was the West Erie Plaza, and it had this deal with the producers that it was the only theater in Erie that could show this movie.
Why?
So, like, people came to see Home Alone in, like, thousands, and they would trash the whole place, and we'd have to clean up and stay out like till midnight with a leaf blower to get this crap off the floor. So I hated the movie, especially that last song. Oh my God, I could scream. But the next theater right next to it was Quigley Down Under.
Well, so the More Gooder Than people, the podcasters, were talking about how this was a staple in their household. And it got me to thinking, like, what a great podcast topic that would be to do a whole podcast on the movies we grew up with that we love, but that necessarily no one else loves.
See, I've got more than one, though.
That's why it's a great topic. Anyway,
More than one.
getting back to the Dark Crystal topic, I don't mean to take away.
Yeah, you're taking everything away.
I apologize. Yeah. Baby Groot apologizes too. This is going to be a series on Netflix, a 10-episode series, and it's going to act as a prequel with the title Age of Resistance.
Oh. Now, listeners, if you have not seen The Dark Crystal, you have to give it a shot. But but it is dated. It was 82. Even Muppet technology has advanced.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It's not, don't look at it as oh my gosh, the effects were fantastic. They're terrible. I loved it.
But so were some Star Wars effects, and they're just they're golden. Like, you know, you look at the puppetry in that, and you think, oh my gosh, what a long way they've come. Yeah. But it's still very special. It's very special. So the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, the plot is this: returns to the world of Thra with an all-new adventure. When three Gelfling discovered the horrifying secret behind the Skeksis' power, they set out on an epic journey to ignite the fires of rebellion and save their world. You're not, and it's. Let's distinguish. That's not Yoda.
No, it's not Yoda.
But it's Frank Oz.
It's Frank Oz. It is Frank Oz.
Yes, long-time voice
listener, first-time caller.
He's friends with Manuel.
Hey, she's still there. How you doing, Manuel? Right.
Nanny, yeah.
No, I am beyond excited for this, and I know that David Mitchell is excited for this too.
Oh, he posted the article on our Facebook page. Yeah,
he's excited.
And you know what? I had to say, out of the whole week, I think that article got the most interactions.
Oh yeah.
Not our episode posts.
Sadly,
an article about Jim Henson's Muppets.
I'm going to take your word for it.
It actually might be on Netflix.
Oh, I think it was. I think that's how you showed me.
Yeah, I think it was on Netflix.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing tonight.
Again, wear with these colored glasses.
I have very high expectations.
Oh, shit.
And I only watch movies for the special effects. So
that's a little foolish.
Let's try.
I was really forced. Anyway,
a fool can dream.
A full fool can dream.
All right, are we done with this?
No.
No, all right.
Gosh, no.
You're being awful.
You know why? Because not all I get in this relationship.
Tell me what all you get in this relationship.
Is you constantly point out my Jamestownisms.
Your Jamestownisms?
Oh, I hate you. See?
Hate you?
You're proving my point right here.
Right here?
You say the same here the same way. Say here.
Here.
I thought you were going to go British with that. Yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime I say water or copy,
Happy.
hockey,
Hacky.
yeah, but you exaggerate it.
Exaggerated.
Stop it.
And that's when the relationship
That's
ended.
great. That's really
Do you notice I'm
great.
not wearing my wedding ring today? My engagement ring?
I'm about to say, I hope not.
I forgot it
You don't even have
accidentally.
it.
Take a moment to point out that I have not been wearing my ring all day. Great time.
Thank you.
So,
Manuel, help.
we are back in the fourth hour of Relation Talk. I am
Michael
Dr. Haas.
Dr. Haas.
I know you're a doctor.
Oh, yeah. No,
That's why you've been in
during the
school for
break.
so long.
During the break.
You got certified.
I got certified.
Is there any hope for us?
Well, I'm actually a registered minister. So,
Oh.
yeah.
In what denomination?
The Universal Life Church.
We're doing it live.
It's one of those online.
I'm not ready.
All right, let's move that 5 months up to right now.
That would be the ultimate podcast gimmick.
Right now, Judy is losing her mind. Judy is losing her mind
No,
right
she's
now.
not. She doesn't even know that there's a new episode out. Let's be honest.
Okay, all right.
Let's be honest. Speaking of Judy, let's talk about one of her favorite shows,
One of her favorite shows?
which is what, Patrick?
The Life and Times of the Wiry Woman. No,
That'd be just Dallas.
it would be Big Bang Theory.
It would be
Boom.
Big Bang Theory.
Boom. Do I know her or do I know her?
Apparently,
That-
you know.
It's also on the list next.
That wiry enchantress,
Wiry Minx.
that wiry minx loves Big Bang Theory, and this week we got a first look at the spin-off series, which is going to feature a young Sheldon.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to be positive about this. I think
It looks
it's
great.
I think it's a little too early for a spinoff.
I agree.
But-
I do agree.
It's a little gimmicky.
But I thought that After MASH was going to be a big hit, and I was wrong. So maybe this will be a big hit.
It was
too.
called Aftermash.
Yep, it was called After MASH.
Like, were they trying to do a playoff on the word aftermath?
No, After Meth. No,
Aftermath?
no, they were trying to do it. They were doctors back in their hometowns. It failed, and I thought for sure that would go crazy.
Well, it when I heard the news, I thought, did they cancel Big Bang Theory? Is that why this is happening? They haven't.
No, because they are 2-3 years in contract still.
Oh,
Yeah,
at
they just
least.
re-signed.
Yeah.
Well, this, like I said, I was apprehensive, but now I see the cast and I saw the trailer, which was released as well. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. We watched the trailer right before we started recording, and we kind of all agreed it had a Malcolm in the Middle feel.
Very
to it.
much so. So Ian Armitage is a little 9-year-old who is going to be playing the young Sheldon.
Wonderful.
And it's amazing when you look at this trailer because of the fact I was struck with the female actress Zoe Perry is playing his mother. She looks and sounds just like Laurie Metcalf.
She looks and sounds. She sounds just like her.
For a minute there, I thought that she was pulling a who was the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy that played a younger version of himself?
Oh, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. I thought maybe it was Laurie Metcalf. What is it with you with the names today?
I don't know what's in this drink.
You're having a stroke of
I
genius.
don't think so.
No.
Toast. I smell toast.
So Ian Armitage, for those of you that are not aware, has become very popular because he's gone viral online for giving Broadway play and musical reviews.
We should have him on.
Let's let our people talk to Manuel. Get on that.
He's gone.
Send him a letter.
He's typing away.
He's the silent but deadly type.
Oh no.
Silent but strong. Yes.
all right.
So Ian Armitage is playing Sheldon, and like we said, Zoe Perry is playing his mother, and they're joined by a bunch of other people that I do not know.
Excellent.
So
I honestly, to everybody, go take a look at that clip. It's actually very entertaining.
Jim Parsons is going to narrate. Well, he narrated the trailer, so we'll see if he ends up narrating the spinoff, which is not filmed in front of a live studio audience like Big Bang, but
Well, at least the parts that we saw were not.
feels like a movie.
It does feel like a movie.
Could be a movie. Here's an interesting fact: Jon Favreau directed the pilot.
Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
he directed Iron Man and The Jungle Book,
Yeah.
and he was in Iron Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
guy.
doctor.
Got it?
Yeah.
No, that's Elf.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But you
You're
jumped
right.
you jumped 2 clicks and found that. I'm really proud of you right now.
You're right. It is
How did
Elf.
you figure that one
I
out?
don't know. You're right.
Wait, Alf?
Elf.
The alien?
Let's see.
Who eats cats?
This is our difference how we say things. Elf Do you think I said Alf?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you both.
Yay!
I hate you both.
Elf.
Elf. Elf. E-L-F. Elf. How do you say it?
Elf.
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 Alf.
All right.
Elf.
Doesn't sound like a
Elf.
word anymore. Stop it. They also announced a reboot of Roseanne, which is You're shaking your head already. Well, we talked about this. This was not originally on your list, but you said you never watched the original.
I think I caught it in passing every now and then because I grew up in my grandparents' house and they always had all the sitcoms on.
You guys are way too young. You had never seen it, Michael, right?
No, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. All
Yeah.
right. So, they're going to do... I'm talking to Michael now.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Turn
my shoulder
You do you.
So, they're going to do a reboot of that, and everybody is back on board.
I
And
can't believe everybody's on board.
everybody's on board. Name somebody.
John Goodman.
John Goodman is on board.
Wow.
Name one more.
Russell Crowe.
No, not you.
Salma Hayek.
Not you. Yeah. They are tied up in contracts.
They're
was
busy.
Fantastic. In that one episode. You remember it, don't you?
No, and I'm not going to go down that hole. Roseanne also will include Roseanne Barr, who the show is named after.
Really?
Sarah Gilbert, who played Darlene through most of the series. Laurie Metcalf, who plays Jackie, Aunt Jackie. Michael Fisherman, who plays DJ. Lacey.
Chabert.
No. Anderson, who played Becky.
Becky.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no. Laurie Garrison, she was the one that played Becky through most of it. It will air in 2018. Sarah Chalk, who people will remember from Scrubs, who played the female doctor in Scrubs. She, when she was a child actor, came in to play Becky for like the last couple seasons. And it was one of the first times in a sitcom that they changed one of the main characters and didn't tell anybody. They just one season she was the daughter, and so she is on board for the reboot as well. She will not be playing Becky. She will play another character.
You didn't know this, but they replaced Roseanne about 4 seasons before the end too.
That's why Donald Trump loves her
They
so much.
they didn't tell anybody. Meryl Streep came in, and she's just a wonder.
Tell us
She was Roseanne for the last 4 seasons.
that she was one that grabbed her crotch and spit when she sang the national anthem.
Except the last season was Judi Dench.
Dame Judi
Dame
Dench.
Judi Dench.
All right. So anyway, I actually am very excited about this. It was the first white trash television show to make it really big.
I don't know. What about dinosaurs?
I don't know if it's fair to call dinosaurs white trash.
I think it was.
That's the reboot that America's waiting for.
Talk about puppets. Let's get on board with that.
Talk about puppets.
What?
I was doing my kid impersonation.
You just repeated what I said. That's not an
That's
impersonation.
what an impersonation is.
But it didn't sound at all like me.
Well, that's your opinion.
Elf. Fool. Full.
I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even going to say it this episode. I'm not going to get it in. I'm not going to say it. So anyway, I am excited about Roseanne.
That's what she said.
Anyway, I'm excited for the reboot. I think it's going to be very entertaining. I want to see everybody all grown up. Honkshoe? Are you honkshoeing me?
Yeah, you did it to me, so I do it to you. I don't really care.
Yeah,
about
I know
the
you
reboot.
don't.
Although I love John Goodman.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Okay. You're off the rails.
I am off the rails. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I don't like all the reboots.
No?
We're doing too many reboots.
Well, there was a number of them mentioned. But they're not
There's
on
a
our
whole
list.
bunch of reboots.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of reboots coming. And
Not
yeah.
a fan. Not a fan of that. Give me original.
Here's what I'll say. I like the reboot. I like the reboot for an episode, an hour special.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that. 1 hour special. Everyone comes back, does one thing, and then it's it.
Great.
Done.
What is your take on the Will and Grace reboot? Well, it's not really I don't know. What do you want to call it? It's not.
It's a refresh.
Yeah, all of these. They're refresh, reboots, call it what you will. It's the same thing, if you ask me.
Did you watch Will and Grace?
A little bit. I've seen reruns.
Okay. And is this a little different in that it hasn't been so long since the series went away?
Lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to recapture it. And my fear is that it's going to not be
gonna push it
funny
too much.
and it's going to be pushed. And it could be wonderful and be hysterical, but it also could be forced.
Yeah. If you don't have the right creative team behind you,
Yep.
it can change the whole thing. Even if the actors are the same, the writers are different, the director's different,
And
the
they never called
the
us.
whole vision's different.
So forget it.
Well, since we love reboots so much, how about that Star Trek Discovery?
How about?
How about that? Catch me outside. So we got our first trailer for Star Trek Discovery this week, and apparently it's going to be a prequel as well.
I feel a little bad for throwing all reboots under the bus right before this.
But Michael, right there is a great topic for a podcast. Again, the best reboots, because there's not many.
No.
Or the best you could do TV, you could do movies with that.
So Discovery is going to be the reboot of the prequel to the Star Trek.
See, that's what I have a problem with. Is like, to explain it, you need a master's degree in science.
Because we already kind of did the prequel to
Right.
Star Trek, which was all the ones with Chris Pine and...
But also a sideways universe, sort of. Like,
Right. So how is this going to fit in?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. From the trailer, I also thought, is the lead half Vulcan, like Spock was? It looked like it.
I like eggs. I don't know. I have no idea. I saw the trailer. I saw about 10 seconds of the trailer and went, okay. I don't know how this survives. Although, Star Trek's one of those series that they just keep finding new ways to do something different with it. Look,
Can I throw in?
If they do a prequel to the 1960s, then they had better dumb down the technology and make it look like a cardboard set like the 60s did, because otherwise it's gonna be like, oh my god, like they had all this wonderful technology and then all of a sudden the technology failed and everything looks like crap.
You just threw your pen across the table.
I'm angry.
You hit Manuel.
Yes. So sorry, Manuel.
Well, can I add more fuel to your fire right now? Star Trek Discovery is going to be available on CBS All Access, which means you're going to have to pay for it.
Which means
You're
won't
not
be watching
gonna
it.
pay for it. You've lost a subscriber, CBS.
Good day, sir.
I said good day. So, and it's going to be on Netflix, but in the UK this autumn. So we have to move.
Looks like we're going on a trip.
So Ollie,
Yeah, tell us
watch
about it,
it
Ollie.
for us.
Yeah.
Report back, and we'll have you back on the show to report, because he was lovely.
Yep.
just use a VPN.
Just use a what?
VPN.
Virtual personal network.
Not a bad idea.
Well, we're going to take one more break.
No, we've got more to talk about. So much more.
Like what?
Like, how are you?
No.
No?
No.
All right.
This marriage is done. 5 months to go. Screw it. When we come back, I've got a very special game for Michael and Patrick that they know nothing about yet. And it's going to delight you. It's going to bring you in through this tough week, into the new week, with a renewed sense of vim and vigor. We'll be right back. Thanks for choosing to listen to See Here's the Thing, guys. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen and make our podcast great. I have to tell you about one of my new favorite podcasts at Blazing Caribou Studios. Sketching Comedy is a weekly YouTube/podcast featuring live drawing by artists Imran and Phil. You can watch them illustrate topics brought by host Carrie and hear the hilarious and informative conversation that rolls out of this unique collaboration. I highly recommend you tune in live, but if not, you can listen directly at blazingcariboustudios.com or look for Sketching Comedy on iTunes or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And we're back once again with a great game.
Where did we go?
We went out for a smoke with Manuel, who I feel like is going to become a staple in our show now.
Oh, no, we've got a new
I would
character.
hope so.
I kind of want to find a stock picture of a UPS man and then make a cardboard cutout. I just have him in studio all the time now.
All right.
Or find a real... Maybe there is a UPS guy out there
Named Manuel?
whose name is Manuel. And we just could have him on the show now.
That's not awkward or
It's
creepy
like,
at all.
Craig Ferguson and his skeleton.
There you go.
Yes, just
there
like
you
yes,
go.
yes, that's
Jeff
right.
Peterson.
That's Jeff. Yeah,
Hef. That's how Manuel would say it.
of course.
Anyway.
Because he's from Jamestown.
You know what? You don't say much that I pick up on that is sincerely Pennsylvania.
Correct.
So when I get one thing, let me have it.
All right.
Thank
very
you.
good. Yes. I was a fool to try. I apologize.
Okay, thank you. He got it in.
I said I wasn't going to.
That was a good attempt.
I was going to.
like
All
it.
right, go on.
Okay. So this game
Boy.
came out of nowhere today, and I feel like this is going to be the best thing we've ever done.
That you are setting. What? Okay. All right. Let me tell you a little something about comedy.
Yeah.
You never ever say, "I'm going to say the funniest thing you've ever heard." You never ever do that. We're going to cut that.
You know why I'm saying this, though? Because I have such high hopes for Michael.
No.
Did I do it again?
Wow.
I did it again, did I? I set him up for a
Yeah,
fall.
you
I'm
set us up.
sorry.
Yeah.
Tear us down.
Well, let's fix this. Let's fix this in post.
He's done so well with the improv.
Stop.
Oh, crap.
Wow.
I'm knocking on wood.
Hey, Manuel, come on in.
Yeah.
He's outside. We shut him out.
I'm gonna sub him in. Tag him
Tap
out.
in. Tap in. Okay.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Oh, Manuel speaks.
Sí.
Manuel, tell me about how was your commute today? How was your work day?
¿Cuál? Entonces hablamos contigo y el jefe.
That was the
se
episode.
dice,
They lost half of their
I
listeners.
love Contigo thermoses.
el jefe contigo se que hace hablamos.
Wow.
He called you an ass.
Yes, and rightfully so.
Chico.
All right.
I think you're just naming clothing outlets now.
And I'm back.
And Michael's back. Thank goodness.
I thought Manuel was playing the bongos for a minute.
No, that was him stomping out.
Oh,
He was not happy. I passed him.
he's a light-footed
now.
stomper.
He only took 3
He
steps.
tiptoes for tulips. Anyway,
Pranced away.
the internet has delivered to my doorstep Janelle Shane, who decided to train a neural network to generate new paint colors, complete with appropriate names. Okay? So on her Tumblr, she gave a neural network a list of about 7,000 Sherwin-Williams paint colors, along with their RGB values, which is red, green, and blue for our colorblind folks. Could they invent new paint colors and give them attractive names? The answer is no. They did invent new paint colors, but the names were a little odd. So, gentlemen, I'm going to give you a name of a new paint color, and I want you to tell me where the name comes from. Specifically,
Where the name comes from?
yes, like, you know, if it's a person's name, who they are, where they're from. If it's a place, tell me what happens there. If it's perhaps a movie, a noun, a vegetable, whatever, because these are pretty specific names. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay, so the first paint color, which I need to know the origin from.
Now, I'm going to preface this all by saying this is going to be very difficult for me.
No, it's not.
I'm colorblind.
Yeah, but this is the
I'm
names.
red-green colorblind.
Yeah, but you
You are poking fun at a
am not.
handicap that I have.
I am not. I poke fun at other handicaps you have, but not the color blindness.
Fair enough.
The first name is Snowbonk.
Now, your question for...
What is it?
What is Snowbonk?
Yeah.
Michael, do you want to take this one?
Well, the answer's clear to me. I mean, snowbonk derives from snowbunk, which is the indigenous term for the bird that flies at noon, which, as we all know, is the...
Go on.
Oh,
I'm listening. Go on.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Nope,
answer.
no, I have my own answer. You go ahead.
Well, the bird that flies at noon is actually the woman who prepares the flour meal for
okay. For Manuel?
for Manuel. And so this bird,
It's got big boobs. What do you do with your hands?
it takes off.
Okay.
And it's very majestic.
All right.
So it actually comes from snowbunk, which means snowy.
Yeah. Well, actually, I really hate to disagree with you, and I really I don't.
This happens a lot.
I don't like doing it, but you're not even close.
Oh, really?
Miss Kate, let me tell you, a snowbunk is actually a off-white color. It's not really a pure white. It's kind of more of an off-white color.
How do I even know you know what white looks like?
He's got me.
Colorblind.
He's got me. He's got me. White is a hue, I'll have you know. Anyway, it's an off-white color. It's an off-white color.
So
And
is Jackman.
It actually derives from, the color of snow when a dog urinates on it.
Yellow.
Is yellow, correct.
Yeah.
Snowbunk would be the color when you spooge into a snowbank, and it's that off-white hue the snow gets.
So it's not quite Snow White.
It's snowbunk.
It's bonk white.
Yes, it's bunk white. So,
I'll have you
so
know.
it'd be a mixture of white and whatever the color of the expectorant would be.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Don't eat the snowbunk. I've just finished.
And oddly enough, it's a nice shade of khaki.
See?
Oh.
And now, depending on if you've had pineapple,
Perhaps
it smells delightful.
discharge is the right word.
Asparagus is very awful snowbunk.
Okay, the next color on my list is Raunching Blue.
Raunching blue. Michael, do you want to take this one?
Oh, I think you know the answer to
Raunching
this.
blue.
Yeah.
Raunching blue. As many of our listeners know, Miss Kate has a tendency to keep food in the refrigerator a very long time.
I do.
So there are times where I will go in and find things dated 2012, 2011. And just recently, I've come across a bottle of ranch that has turned a nice haze of blue. And actually, this one, I actually submitted this one to the company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I submitted this color as Raunching Blue after you.
Well, thank you.
Raunching Blue.
Do you agree with that, Michael?
I don't actually
son of a
at
gun.
all, because I would know. I invented Raunching Blue.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, I actually work closely with this woman who put up this Tumblr. Raunching Blue is actually it comes from the Middle Eastern word for sunrise.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
A lot of
Which
heritage
is
there.
Raunching. That's the way the French say it.
Yeah. I could tell by your accent.
Yes.
So the French would say this Middle Eastern word.
Yeah, no, because
There's a lot of French, in the Middle East.
Yeah, the French and the Middle Eastern, they're...
It's like us saying bon appetit.
Yeah, no, that's
not how you
exactly
say it.
Like
what
bone
it
ape
is.
tit.
Bon appetit.
Yep. Okay, so go on.
So, it's the color of the ape tit.
Oh, didn't know that's how that went.
Wow, that went 10
Yeah.
steps west. All right.
You're
Raunching
welcome,
Blue.
America.
Raunching Blue is kind of a gray blue.
I
just
was
for
right.
information.
I was right.
The next color is Bank Butt.
Well, I'm going to take this.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Yeah. Because bank, but as we all know, if you're sitting out on a spring afternoon next to the creek, you have a nice...
The creek, you say?
Yeah, the creek.
Uh-huh.
You got a nice picnic blanket out. You're having some chicken, and you look out at the meadow that's beside you, and that's the color.
Oh, okay. All right.
Bank Butt.
I might be wrong, but you
are.
I might be wrong.
think
But
you are.
actually, I believe this color was generated from a musical instrument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was originally called the sackbut.
Yeah, the trombone.
Yeah, the sack. Yeah, this right. And what happened was when these people would blow into the instrument, their condensation would gather, and it would cause moisture. And when they would blow out the moisture from the sackbut, it created this spooge on the ground, which the color was. Sorry, the color was. I've got amnesia. What was it? I've got gluteal amnesia. What was it?
Bank butt.
It was bank butt. So from this bank. I've forgotten my words now.
Yeah,
From the bank
you don't
butt.
even know the name of the color.
Can I just make a guess? I feel like Bank Butt is a different hue of Snowbunk.
Different spooge, but yes.
I'm noticing a theme with your
That's
color
right.
name.
There's a lot of spooge in these colors.
Well, in that case, let's move on to another color.
All right.
Sindis Poop.
Well, all right. I'll take this one. Sindis poop.
Take your time.
Sindis poop would be the color of red. Michael?
That's it? You don't even know what red is.
Well,
Hang on. Say the word again, please.
Sindis Poop.
Sindis poop. Okay. So back in the 70s, there was a basketball player named Lou Alcindor. And he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. He changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I can't even say it. I can't say it.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's it.
You're welcome.
He was a fool.
Kareem
And he was Lou Alcindor before he had his name change. And when he would get overheated from basketball, he would drink a lot of fluids. And sometimes those fluids would have a tendency to come out the back end and splatter on the wall. And he did that enough in Los Angeles that it got its own color. So it'd be the cinder butt. Cinder poop. Cinder poop.
Sindus poop.
Sindus poop. Sindus poop. There it is. Michael,
I disagree with you entirely.
Son of a
There's a lot of disagreement today.
You ever have one of those moments where, you are just, you're tweeting up a storm while you're in the bathroom?
Like you do.
Yeah, no, and it's been hours, It's just been hours.
you should see a doctor.
I have. It does not look good. So you've been sitting there for hours now, and you just feel disgusting. And so you look down and you say, "Oh man, I've been sitting this poop for so long."
You've been what?
Sitting this poop.
Sitting this poop.
I
Sitting this
see.
poop.
I see.
That's actually pretty good. I don't know where the color comes from, but that's pretty good. Yeah,
it's more of an emotion, It's,
I get
it's
it.
a feeling.
I get it. I get it. So what is sinus poop there, Miss Kate?
Oh, the color of it?
Yeah.
It's again like a. It's also like a spooge. A spooge khaki.
A spooge khaki, you say?
Spooge
khaki is the art of doing it in the face, I believe.
No, spooge khakis are the new line of pants from Old Navy.
Oh yeah,
Spooge khaki.
they're slim cut.
I remember a girl in college had spukaki.
That's bukkake.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I have not sworn, I don't think once, but the filter has to be turned up for this. I got one more.
This is your fault.
I understand.
Go on. Wait, one more.
I am the Grandmaster. The last one
Oh, no. Don't use that title.
is a lovely shade of sky blue called gray pubic.
Oh, I actually got this.
Oh, okay.
I got this one.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Back during the American Revolution, there were a series of pamphlets that were handed out that turned into the Federalist Papers.
Oh.
And these were written under the handle Publius.
Publius.
Oh, yes.
The public.
Because everything was in Latin back then.
Right, exactly.
Sure.
Everything was
Just
in
Latin for grocery store.
Sure.
And as you know, Latin for grocery store is gray. As
I
the
can't
French
repeat
say.
that, so go on.
The French
Boy,
say that.
I see a theme
Yeah.
in yours.
Yeah.
There's a lot of French people here today.
Well, Haas is French.
Haas.
Haas.
Okay, all right.
And Middle Eastern.
At the same time.
My goodness.
Yes.
Go on.
So, this color emerged from the faces of the British aristocrats as they read these papers, and it was called gray pubics.
Gray pubics. As many of our listeners know, Miss Kate has a lot of things in her refrigerator that are outdated.
Careful.
And a jar recently of Grey Poupon found its way into my hands. That was dated back from 2008. So I opened that up and discovered Grey pubics.
I'm sorry, but have you seen the Vox article about how Grey Poupon is in all these rap albums?
No.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Seriously?
Yeah, the phrase Grey Poupon shows up constantly in rap songs.
Well, because it's easy to rhyme, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grey
Grey
Poupon.
Yeah.
I pooped on.
Coupon.
Coupon.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Groupon.
Wait. Coupon or coupon?
Coupon.
Coupon. It's both. It's a it's a hybrid.
Okay, all right.
Grey
all right.
Poupon.
On the phone. I don't know. Are you looking this up?
Song.
You better believe I am.
Grey Poupon in
Why
songs.
rappers love Grey Poupon.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's why rappers are so obsessed with Grey Poupon. How Grey Poupon became hip hop's favorite condiment.
It's an epidemic.
I had no idea.
That's a little weird. Well, gentlemen, thank you for clearing that up. I'm very happy
So
to know.
wait, did you tell us it's a gray color?
It was a sky blue.
Sky
That's what
blue.
it said.
That's right.
So the computer basically randomized these colors, and then based on the colors they pulled from, they randomized some wonderful
So the
names.
robots won't be taking over anytime soon.
Right.
Some other names were Turdley, Stoner Blue,
Stoner blue.
Burble Simp.
Ooh. So wait, when children open their crayon boxes and they go,
Bunflow.
"Mommy, what's Stoner blue?"
Bunflow, and Clardic Fug.
Clardic Fug.
Clardic Fug.
These are wonderful.
Oh, this was everything my Friday needed and more.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Michael, what else can you tell us right now that you're doing? What projects do you have?
Boy. Well, tonight I'm going to be watching Dark Crystal. I know
I don't think it's out yet.
No. He's going to watch the original.
The original.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to text me and tell me how wonderful
Yes.
it is.
We often ask guests, what do you have on your plate? And the usual answer is, my podcast is releasing this next episode. It's refreshing to have someone say, I'm going home to watch some Netflix and eat some pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
That's what real Americans do.
That's right.
Maybe that's a better question. What are you doing tonight?
There it is.
It
We're going to
gives
ask all
a
our
glimpse
guests.
into their life.
Oh,
And
you
the
know what
sadness
else?
that is some of our guests.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
Sitting by myself.
Go feed my
Speaking
fish.
of which, can I just want to mention, since we were talking about podcasts, and
Okay.
we're on a podcast right
What?
now.
What? What is that? What?
Oh, geez, did
What are these
did I
headphones?
break the illusion?
Oh, my God.
God.
no.
Go on.
I have been listening to a great podcast that I want to recommend.
Go
Okay.
for it.
It's called Lizard People,
Ooh.
and it is about conspiracy theories.
I'm
And
sold already.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, Patrick's in.
It's amazing.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's so good. It's run by a woman, Caitlin Hempstead, who's just like a comedian, actor person, and she has her friends over, and they talk about conspiracy theories. It's great.
They just chat about
Yeah, they just chat about
Hang
it.
on. I'm downloading it right now. What's it called?
Lizard
Lizard
People.
Lizard People. Hang on.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
I've loved it.
Well, if you'd like to look us up, listeners, if you are a first-time listener, we are See Here's the Thing. You can find us online at seehere'sthething.com. If you'd like to speak to us, you can actually leave us a voicemail on our website, or you can email Patrick or myself at our respective names at seehere'sthething.com. That's our email.
I still don't know the password to get into it.
You won't ever.
I know.
On Twitter, you can tweet us at See Here's a Tweet. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We love to talk to people online. So please, if you are a frequent listener, please let us know your thoughts and comments on the show, your ideas for future shows, or just, what you're doing tonight. Because that's fun too. What are you listening to? What are you watching? What should we be watching out for? So we want to thank Michael for coming in studio,
Thank you.
talking about snow bonking and raunching and all those things. And we will see you next week for episode 54. Thanks again for tuning in to See Here's the Thing. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.